section. You know, you've got drivers who are brand new, haven't been out here. Let's take our last row, Adrian Stolley and Darren Dryden. As you mentioned, both of them coming out of the TQ Midgets. Both of them never been on dirt before tonight, so we're going to watch how that plays out for them. But the TQ Midgets are no slouches when it comes to driving those cars. They're light, high speed, and they're very tough to control. So these guys are going to, you know, they've got the experience, but got to be interesting for them, considering tonight was the first time they probably ever got to start their car at a racetrack.
Yeah, the difference between a TQ midget, of course, and one of our crate sprints is the fact that a midget is really planted to the racetrack. Maximum grip, everything happens in a hurry on those cars. They're very darty on the racetrack. These cars, very different, Clinton. You have to drive them hard. You have to get that great big wing on the roof doing its job.
We got some other Merrittville veterans here in this qualifying heat race. Adam, of course, Ryan Hunsinger, former sportsman driver way back in the day, has been a sprint car guy for a long time. AJ Lewis, who used to race street stock and sportsman here. He's in the 24A on the outside. Then you've also got Paul Kleger. He's been in many divisions here, most notably as the Beamsville Bullet in the Mod Light. So watch for those drivers as we get to go. Jordan Hill, former track prep guy at Oshweekin, been hanging around since he was 2 years old. He's happy to be out here tonight, too. On the inside, Dave McKnight Jr. Here we go, Adam. Bring us to green.
Green flag at a turn number 4. They're on the power down the front straightaway. Jordan Hill with a nice start on the inside. Dave McKnight up on the high side, keeping that momentum. He's got to fend off Brad Herron on the inside, but Jordan Hill leads the way into turn number 3. Here goes McKnight.
McKnight put it on the inside, but Jordan Hill not scared at all. He likes getting outside of the confines of Oshweekin. Had a great time at Brighton. McKnight buzzes on the outside of turn number 2, and he'll drop 3 positions as Herron, Hunsinger, and Barrow all get by, and it'll be Jordan Hill.
And Dave McKnight did everything but lift off the throttle on the back straightaway, and we got trouble in turn number 4. Darren Dryden in the 43 gets out of shape and loops it coming off the turn.
Well, some of the other stories to follow here. Darren Dryden, who we just saw spin around at him, he's a heck of an artist. Cut his teeth as a Sharpie artist. Actually, that car was designed with Sharpies, and I believe it's a complete wrap, but what an artist he is. Does amazing helmet work, does complete cars, and that DJD Designs machine is pretty nice looking.
That doesn't roll off the tongue, does it?
It's tough to say.
DJ, I have a hell of a time with that.
The other one we want to talk about is Jordan Hill. Jordan, our leader, texted us about an hour later than he should have, right as we were closing the draw, and said, I got trailer issues, but I am on my way. Can you make sure I get in the draw? He drew outside pole of heat number 2, and that is going to help him keep it going, because his night could have been a lot worse had he missed the draw and have to start dead last.
He's had a nice view starting on the front row, maintaining that lead.
And, you know, Jordan Hill, this is his third part-time season.
And they're all running a different pitch. You can see some of them really steep angle and some of them not so much.
Well, let's talk about how they can adjust. They can adjust the angle up and down with a set pin in the back. They can't adjust that. What they can adjust, they can slide them forward or backwards to apply more downforce to the front end or the back end, whether the car's pushing or loose. And look at Jordan. He has really got the anchor out here for this restart. That is slow and low. Here we go. Jordan Hill on it off to turn 1. He'll take the middle to the high side and maintain the lead. Herron on the bottom and the veteran Hunsinger on the outside.
A snail's pace lap, but it worked out well for Jordan Hill as he leads the way into 3 and 4. Ryan Hunsinger looking to the high side. He wants to take over second spot from Brad Herron. Didn't quite have the speed.
Ryan Hunsinger is the most dynamic driver we had in the races here last season, but wasn't able to get it done. Watch for that R52 come feature time. Look at him cranking it up on the outside. He's not scared at all up there, and it'll work, but Brad Herron, slow and steady on the inside, is chipping away at Jordan Hill.
Yeah, Hunsinger's not afraid of the high side, but I don't think it's really working for him right now. Brad Herron picking away on the bottom, and he's going to mount a challenge for the lead off of turn 4.
Brad Herron working with his former teammate as they were in 2017, and Herron working on the bottom here. Gets the inside position now. They're even down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Kyle McKenzie with popsicle sticks in the air, 2 to go, and it's a double wide drag race to 1.
Jordan Hill still working the outside. Brad Herron pedaling on the bottom. They're still side by side. They've been about a full lap like that. They'll work into 3 and 4 with the white flag in the air. One more lap to go. Brad Herron edges out in front.
Jordan Hill trying to stay out of the clutches of Ryan Hunsinger, who blows it in on the bottom with a beautiful move and takes a lot of that ground away. Watch for Hunsinger to make a dynamic move here in a 3. Pushes to the bottom. Will hold it. Can he make it work to the checkers? It's going to be Hunsinger stealing the redraw over Jordan Hill at the end. So it'll be Heron, Hunsinger, Hill, followed by Blaine Barrow, Otterwell, and Paul Klager. Dave McKnight Jr., Adrian Stolley, Brian Nanakoke, and Darren Dryden in the 43.
And that pass for Ryan Hunsinger could have been 7 positions of starting spot because the top 2 from each of the 3 heats redraw. So if you finish first or second in any heat, you could start on the pole, you could start 6th. We know that Jordan Hill, by finishing 3rd, is going to start 8th in tonight's feature event.
Well, we do have the redraw from qualifying heat number 1. Josh Hansen redrew 6th, so the 88 will start in position number 6.